Welcome back to the DTF Printing Mastery class. I'm your host Jay, and today we will be utilizing an automated vectorization software that I like. And while it's automated, nothing is going to be plug and play. And so instead of tracing some of these images that we need to fix and color correct for my client, I will actually also need to utilize a certain technical ability and skill within Adobe Illustrator as well in order to clean up these files that we need. So I'll end up printing this here in a little bit to just to set up a baseline, but I know for a fact that our printer will not print these images as is with the correct color output because this pink is out of the gamut range of my printer itself. So what I want to do is actually import these two images into Illustrator. And these aren't vector files. I've already explained how the vector files look, but the way to check is to view the outline. And if you see a box, it is a raster image, and you'll see the difference once we run it through our software. Now, I could come and trace this with the pen tool. You have several ways you could do this to create a vector file. So I could come in and painstakingly trace this image with the pen tool, which I'll show you how to do that if that's more your forte, but I would assume that you're in the business of DTF printing in order to make money and increase your workflow. So instead of doing that, what we would actually do, we have another option too, but this option would be really nice because this image isn't very detailed. So I could borrow this color by hitting the I on our keyboard, which stands for the eyedropper tool here. Borrow this pink and drag it over here for later. Next, we can select the selection tool or hit V on the keyboard and we have this selected. Now Illustrator itself has a wonderful feature called image trace. So we can hit make. So this is the way to do it within Illustrator. We can go and adjust this image, or we can hit expand. Next, we can hit A on the keyboard or select the direct selection tool and just click away. And we can select all of the white here in the image by going to select, same, and fill color. So this will select the white and we can just hit the delete key. Now we've actually created a vector file, and we can check that again by going to outline. So now you can see the outline. So now this is a lossless quality image. Now even better, what I should have done was duplicated the layer so that we could have the original, but that's okay. So now what I would like to do is go back to view, preview, and we can select everything by clicking and dragging over the entire image, or we can just hit Control A to select all, or we can simply go to select and press all, but you see the keyboard command here. Now we have our fill layer selected instead of the stroke, and we can grab this color again. Now this image is the same as if we were to place the original here. So even though this is a clean image for print, we can now again distinguish the difference between a raster image and a vector image once again. So I will just put this on a different layer, and then we can hide this layer. Now we have our vector image here, and I will open up a color chart so that we can, and this will be in a later module, but I'll have to match this pink to what I see on my color chart. But again, this will be just for my use here today to troubleshoot this. and it should be in charts, carts, but charts, CH. No, it's not an alpha order here. Here's our chart. So I would actually try to choose a pink that's much closer to the pink that's on this image as a baseline, and then we would go from there. So I'm looking at my chart here. This isn't important for this tutorial, but this is just part of the job. Okay, so this is the pink that I need over here. We'll take our eyedropper tool and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. This is the pink that my printer needs. So we'll take that, and this is the most important thing that I wanted to display within this video here. So we'll select a new layer, and then we'll hit Control V, or you can go to Edit and Paste, which is Control V. I always want to tell you the keyboard commands for the shortcuts. Now this is the pink that we need. We'll take this and click and drag and borrow it there. Now we can select this entire image and then select the fill layer, and it adjusts it to what the printer's color output should be. And that's how we create a vector within Adobe Illustrator. Thanks for watching, and again, thank you for being a part of the DTF Printing Mastery class. I'm your host Jay with Elegant Edits, and we'll see you in the next one.